everybody. Welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I'm Grace Grella, your intuitive hostess, with the mostest tonight. Because why, you ask? Because I have the one and only David Hale, author of Coming Down to Earth, a personal journey of spiritual development to help you on your own spiritual path. Yes, sir, Bob. Right, live from London. Woo! David, thank you so much for being here, love. My superstar. How gorgeous you are. I am so excited for you because I know, and everybody, you can find this on Amazon.com. Doesn't get any easier than that. They'll deliver it to your doorstep. Isn't that lovely?
Yes.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Nice cuppa. Read this book. It's a perfect match. And I had to tell you, David, that in our messages, A.V. Angelo Conti from Port Washington here on Long Island says hello, and he got your book, and he's reading it, and he's loving it. So you're getting accolades and lots of love from the other side of the pond here, and well deserved, because this book is just a wonderful tool for everybody, and I mean everybody. And that's what's so fabulous about the way that you wrote it, that it is down-to-earth style. It's you. It's sitting in your, your living room having a cup of tea and having a chat, as you say, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I want it to be relatable. I think that's why I wrote it that way. But I don't use any fancy words. It's just how I talk.
I know, and I love it.
I guess people just relate to it. It's just like having a chat, I suppose.
Yeah, it's in your voice, truly, on every level. And what I also love about it is that because it's just so perfectly entitled, it's so down to earth, okay? And even though you're so heavenly, it's down to earth. And so many people have commented to me, because I've been doing a lot of PR for you on this side of the pond, and saying, oh, please buy it, you love it, please buy it. My sister Bernadette Arnone bought the copy, she's reading it now, and of course I had to tell her to immediately go to page 12, where the American friend Grace is on the page representing, hey. And so blessed that you did that for me, and that was lovely of you. But what's even more exciting for everyone who reads this book is that they realize they're all part of the tribe. For real.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I was saying it. I'm no more special than anybody else, and that everybody has the ability to connect to their loved ones, see signs and symbols, pick things up intuitively. There's something built within all of us, and it's just whether you choose to train it or not, and that's perfectly fine, whichever one you do. But it's that we are all the same. I just have this extra ability, is what I say.
Well, and I agree with that. I concur 100%, because I explained to everybody, everyone has the capacity to be an artist because everybody can draw a stick figure, and then there were very few Michelangelos and Rembrandts, and there's a lot of interpolation in between that. So it's on some level, everybody's got it, if they choose to, right? It's all about free will and consciousness and, all that.
Yeah, dedication as well.
Yeah, and I love that you shared your journey so that people can realize it's, what's best for you and finding your own way. And right? And people can relate.
Exactly, and that people are not by themselves in certain things. No, I've read books and I've experienced things, and I've read a book and I've gone, oh, I experienced that, and so did that person. So it's not just me. Yeah. So it brings in that inclusivity. So if anyone has ever sat there and felt something and seen something, they're not alone. It does happen, and they're not mad. It's not their imagination. It's just paying attention to what that then means. And I hope that book explains it in some way.
It surely does, and that people realize I'm not mental. This happens to a lot of people, and wow, now I can breathe a sigh of relief, because they didn't know how to interpret it, and you're giving them the tool to do that. So kudos to you, and because of this, you're going to have to do another one more book, and then I'll be your cheerleader for your next novel. But But for real and for true, I do know that all the love and everything that you've been gifted with, and Jackie Dinkins, your son is just the bomb. We love him, and we love you for having him. And now it's your mom that's the Virgo. She said on the comments that a Virgo and a Taurus. So your dad was
Taurus, mom was Virgo. Yeah.
Your mom was the Virgo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Funny. My mom was a Virgo too. We have that in common. You went to Catholic school. I went to Catholic school. I noticed a lot of similarities, and everybody that reads this will as well, that it's funny how so many of us that are gifted came from that environment where we were shunned. You know? Or beaten. I was beaten with the ruler. You know, so it's, but they didn't beat it out of me, babe. They just tenderized me. But I think that's another testimonial that so many people have to realize, that this transcends religion. This is something that is spirituality. This is something that is energy. This is something that is non-judgmental. It's unconditional love. And everybody can feel that in their heart chakra. And people feel when it's the real deal and when it's not. You know, hopefully they have that discernment. And I love that you have some very colorful language.
I know.
Describing, but I love that, because that's real. That's, you know, your frustration level with people who are charlatans and aren't doing the right thing, and you call them out on it. And so, and it's like
so I'm sure it'll upset some people, some mediums out there, but the way I see it is, you're only going to be upset if actually you're the one that's doing that in the first place. So it's like saying, if the cap fits, then wear it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But no, it was important to be real, because I know I do swear, and I say in the book, I'm a medium, not a saint.
Right.
So no, I do swear. I get to my mother; she's watching.
Don't listen, Jackie. Your mother knows, for goodness sakes, she knows. But
so I just want to. I think there's a lot of books out there which are a bit. Everything's butterflies and unicorns and rainbows and everything's so lovely, and that's not this. Do you know this work can be tough, right? It's energy work. It's dealing with skeptics and all those different sorts of things as well. So the book is real and telling people really how it is, and not making it all fluffy and light, because it's not all like that.
Yeah, well, because that's truth. Because you know, it's not Xanadu. We're not living in Xanadu. You know, it'd be lovely if we could someday, but not now, Cato. It's not happening now. So that's another thing I admire about you, is your truth, and that it's relatable, and it is down to earth, and you do give them advice about how to go within and find the answers within. And then they don't have to bother you anymore.
But I always say to people, you don't need me to connect with your loved ones or to see what's coming. As I say to people, I don't do psychic readings, because everyone lives their own path, and anyone can change the outcome of their journey at any given point by tapping into the intuition, or asking your spirit loved ones, whatever. So when people say to me, "Can you tell my granddad I love them?" You just did. You don't need me to do that. And I hope the book explains that as well. That the power is within you to do it. You don't need to rely on someone like me to do it for you.
But you provide such a brilliant gift on a lot of different levels, that you are the translator for some people, honey. That they, even though they're not grasping it, am I making this up? Is it really real? And then you can be the one to validate for them. Yeah. So there is a great need, even though people do have the ability themselves from time to time to have a sounding board to say, is this really who I'm talking to, or am I making this up? You know?
I still do that as well.
So,
but is that really you?
That's why I was so grateful to your Aunt Mags, that she came through when I was reading for you and gave you information that you had no clue about, and you had to go back to your mom and validate that it was all true. It's things like that. Even though we do this as a passion and a calling, we are very skeptical. We're our own worst critics. You know that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think it's very poignant that your aunt blessed me to be the one. And you were so adorable when you say, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You were blunt. You were right to the point. You were like, Grace, I don't know what you're talking about. And, you know, you kept saying no, no, no. And she kept saying yes, yes, yes. And that's when I said gently, I said, well, check with your mom and let me know. And it's things like that, when you experience it with somebody who's as gifted as yourself, it's like hallelujah. It's a hallelujah moment where you say, thank you, Spirit. What a blessing for me to be able to gift that to you, you know?
And that's why I had to add you to the book, because I've been searching for that for so long. I think when you are, and any budding or new medium that reads the book, they might feel like they're by themselves, or there can't possibly be a medium because no one else in the family is one. And that was the same with me. So until we had that conversation, you validated that, I was like, at last,
yes.
38 years later, I now know where I get disability from, because it was never discussed in the family, because obviously the Irish Catholic connection, but also we didn't really talk about that in the family either. So, and
that's so poignant, because it's so true in a lot of Irish background. It's everything's a secret. You don't talk about it. You know, hush, hush. You know, and so that and 38 years later, you come to the truth because you were ready for it, because you went through your process of development and being on your own. You know, and but realizing that it is a family trait, and that it does run through the female side of the family. Usually, you know, from your mom's side. And I want to say that so brilliantly, too, because your mom is so gifted, too, you know. But your mom is she's a Virgo, so she's very analytical. She's very left-brained. She's like, well, this makes sense because, and then she'll rationalize it from here to Tipperary. You know what I mean? So, and then you can just smile and say, okay, Mom. You know? You know, I'll humor you now. But I think it's a blessing that you have someone so loving, because your mom is so loving, okay? And so supportive of you.
Absolutely, yeah. And she's very, it's only since I've been developing, you kind of realize how intuitive my mom actually is. So then it makes sense as to why I'm also that way. Do you know what I'm saying? So she picks up things very easily and sees the truth in things and what's not and what is. So yeah. Oh,
straight to the point. She sees right to the heart and soul. So you know, somebody could give you know, the song and dance, but she can name that tune in one note.
Like that.
Right. Now, what I'm so excited about is we have somebody waiting on the phone. Mario. Hello, Mario.
Yes.
Hey, how are you tonight, Mario?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, fabulous. And you're a Scorpio, correct?
Yes, I am. Mary actually was my cousin. She was a Leo, so they got mixed up.
Oh, they got mixed up. So I was talking to a Leo, and I thought I had the Scorpio. But you know what? That's very appropriate, because Scorpios like to hang back and do the, you know, I'll be in incognito and disguise thing. Okay.
Right.
So it kind of worked out, actually.
And my mom's a Virgo, and her name was Grace.
Hold the phone. Your mom was a Virgo, and her name was Grace. And my name is Grace, and I have a Virgo ascendant. So you see the synchronicity here, Mario?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Just saying. Hey. Now I know you want to. I know you want to talk to David, right?
I'm open to whoever.
Okay. All right. David.
Hi, Mary. So what do you want? So what do you want to ask, Mario?
Just want to know career and life-wise in general.
I knew you were going to ask about career. I must be psychic. Hey.
Well, you are. You just don't want to admit to it.
What do you want? Okay.
Mary, are you in law enforcement? Are you in law enforcement?
No, but both my brothers were.
Oh, okay. Because I keep seeing badges, police badges.
Yep, that's where you would see them.
Okay, and was one of them a detective?
Yes.
Okay, and he's still with us?
Yes.
Yeah, and did he recently get a transfer?
They both out of the force now. He transferred down to Florida, though.
Oh, okay, he did transfer. And he down to Florida. Okay. And there's something fabulous about a reunion with you and him coming up this summer.
We kind of came back together from not talking for a long time.
Okay, so it's like a reunion, right? But especially in the summer, in the month July.
July is when I moved down to Florida myself.
Oh, what a coincidence!
So that brought me back to my family.
Oh, what a coinky thing. Maybe I'm psychic. Okay.
Maybe you're psychic.
All right. So you see how this works? It's like, we get the energy, and you're naturally blessed. All Scorpios are. You're born this way. It's a Lady Gaga song. Baby, you were born this way. You are naturally intuitive and insightful and can read people very well. And
I do.
now, what's going on with a something to do with either fixing up houses, contractor work?
I actually just became a realtor.
Ah, okay. Because I think what you're going to do is you're going to make a heck of a lot of money flipping houses.
Oh, okay.
Like you're going to partner up with somebody that fixes them up, and then you're the realtor, so you both make money on it.
Okay.
All right. Especially in the next 3 months from now, I'm hearing.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you're going to make a lot of money, honey. I wouldn't worry about your finances this year.
Yeah, I'm just always worried about career, making sure that I'm on the right path. And
Yeah. Well, no worries. What do you think, David? Right?
Interesting, yeah, because I've got some moon cards here. So Mario, the first thing, the card that popped out is actually a Leo card, which is, I know you're the Scorpio and cousin's Leo, but it's quite interesting. But yeah, the card that I linked to is the new moon. So the new moon says to me, a new start. So that would validate for me that the move you've made, and I did feel it earlier, is that the shift in career is the correct thing for you at the moment. What I want to say with that as well, you seem quite confident, but I want to say continue to bring that forward, because that will bring in that success for you in the new job. So keep that confidence about yourself as well. So like realtors, it's very much about the sell and selling this, selling that, making sure you get the buy-in from the customer. So the confidence is absolutely key. Is it something out of your comfort zone a little bit, Mario?
yes.
Yeah, because that card's also come out as well, just to prove I'm not lying to you. There you go. Step outside your comfort zone. So again, those two cards for me, the key to success is confidence, would just reinforce me and validate for you that I feel the new career you've moved into is the correct thing at this particular time. So keep going with it, and just keep that confidence coming through as well. So that's what I will say to that one.
Okay. Very good.
Anything else, Mario? I mean, while you got us here, babe.
Anything about my mom or my dad? Any messages from them, or?
David, are you hearing from his parents?
I was actually going to ask if they were in spirit, because I can almost feel them shifting forward. Okay. You're very close, and this might sound obvious, but you're very close to your dad, Mario.
When you was alive?
I want to hit. Was he your? What I'm hearing in my head is he was your right-hand man. I don't know why I want to say that, but that's coming in. Would that make any sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, that's him stepping forward. Was he in the military, or was he also part of the police force, or?
No, he was in the military, but he was a bus driver. He did wear a uniform.
And he was in the military anyway.
Yes.
Previously, okay. So is his energy stepping forward? He's giving. I don't know why is it. He's tapping you on the shoulder, in like go on, son. Like it's doing that. Like that's how I'm seeing it in my head. Like go on, son. He's telling me, okay. He's very proud of you, and I feel like your life hasn't been that easy. And I feel like you've gone through a few bumps in the road, right? And you're not sure who you're going to get there or not. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. As long as I'm trying to walk up a hill. And it's tough, and that's just symbolic for me. Trying to get up this hill, and I can't quite get there. And it's almost like spiritually, it's giving you that push up, right? And he's never missed any of your achievements. I don't know how long he's been passed, but he's been with you every step of the way, all right?
Okay.
Don't ever doubt or wonder if you have made him proud, because you have. And I think the step you've taken now into your new career path, he is seeing it and just wants to make you aware that he is seeing that.
Okay.
Is there something wrong with the doorbell? Someone had an issue with the doorbell.
Sometimes it's delayed.
Ah, okay, because it's showing me that. So you might need to get that fixed. It's just mentioning the doorbell. As random as that is, it's mentioning the doorbell to show me that he's around, seeing what's going on. But yeah, take his love, because he is absolutely there with you. Your mum's not necessarily stepping in, doesn't mean she's not there, but it's more your dad that's taking the opportunity to say hello to you at this particular moment. But saying, keep it going, son, keep it going. So you're in the right direction.
Perfect.
All right?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
There you go, Mario. Lots of love, good energy, and thanks for calling us this evening. And he's out of here. Okay. Okay, David, you've been getting a lot of. Tommy Shaughnessy says congratulations on your new book.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't wait to order it. We've got like 3 people saying that they are in the process of ordering it by watching the show because they love your energy.
Thank you.
So, hey, by the time the show is over, the sales should skyrocket.
I'm loving that idea.
Hey, David Hale breaks Amazon. Woo! Okay.
Ooh, I've got my own copy.
And you know, I wish I had your. You have to autograph and then email me your autograph, and then I'll like paste it on the inside of my book.
If I ever go over to New York again, Grace, I'll be there in person.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for that, because Spirit just said that's going to happen, but not this year, next year. But that's okay. You're worth waiting for. Okay.
Put it out there, right? Put it out there into the universe.
Absolutely. All right. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. We'll wait for you guys to come. We'll wait for you guys to come here in person. And also, you got so many people raving about you, honey. Gail Werner, thanks for ordering David's book tonight. Trust me, you're gonna love it. I'm on page 12. Okay. I know I had to do that. That was my Leo Moon being silly. All right, and everybody, it's just a fact. Yes, I do love and adore this man. My bias aside, this book is a really down-to-earth tool for your own development, for understanding, for some humor, because everything's a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, as Mary Poppins would sing, right? And that's what David did for us. And he even, he just tells it like it is. It's awesome. And I laughed out loud, literally laughed out loud, in a number of spaces in this book. And I think and I also wanted to tell you, David, in your book, I can't remember off the top of my head your friend that you referenced, but he had a quote similar to St. Thomas Aquinas. To one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible. And my mother used to quote that as well as your friend did. And I forget the way your friend paraphrased it, but I think that's just a truism with human nature. It's the old seeing is believing. No, believing is seeing, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's for everybody.
I'm never gonna convert anybody. Do you know? And I say this book. I also in the front of the book, the book is based on my views, my opinions, what I've experienced, and I'm not here to convert people. But if it gets people thinking,
right,
then that's great.
Right. As I like to say, hey, I'm not pitching a tent here, people. Brother Love's Travel and Salvation Show. Okay. So it's about people recognizing that this is all about unconditional love, and you bringing that vibration, that energy to them and validating it for them, which is fabulous. 2 minutes. Oh, can you believe that? 2 minutes, David. Where does it go? All right.
Time flies when you're having fun, Grace. That's what I'm saying.
And that's the truth of it, my love. So Everybody, if you haven't guessed, I love David Hale. There, I confess. I would like to be the president of his fan club. All right. I ask everybody to go to Amazon.com, order Coming Down to Earth by David Hale. You won't regret it. It's a good read and something that you can refer back to. That's what I love about it, David. It's like, you know, I say, wait, what did he say about? And I keep referring back to it. So it's not like one and done. You're like,
exactly.
You know,
yeah. That was important to me as well, not just to be a throwaway book. You can keep referring back to it at different points.
Absolutely. So that's it. I got you forever now. I'm so excited.
I'm glad you have me.
Yay! Okay. So for everybody out there, when you get the book and you read it, definitely, please shoot me an email. Let me know how much you love him too. We'll get this fan club going. I'm telling you. And also, you know, this way I have some leverage when I ask him, Mr. Superstar, to come back another time on, you know, my humble show, and hopefully you will, David. I mean, you know, I'm going to be asking. So
absolutely, ask away.
Great, great, great. I love that, and I'm so happy that you're looking healthy and handsome, and you're feeling better, and that the C word didn't keep you down, not for long. That's for sure. And so that's awesome. And we're going to be looking forward to all the things that you're going to be offering us. And they can go to your website because you'll keep everybody updated on your website with your new events and what you're doing, right?
Yeah, or on my Facebook page as well. So I'm always on Facebook. The website is there, but I don't always visit it. So if anyone wants to see what's going on real time, go to Facebook.
So it's your Facebook page, David H. Medium.
David H. Psychic Medium.
Oh, David H. Psychic Medium, Facebook page. That's where you get all the 411 on David. David, I love you. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Mwah. And have a good one, love. I know it's late where you are. So sweet dreams, David.
You too. Stay safe.
Okay. I will.